Depths of Fear, even more details of Hagrid's Magical Creatures motorbike adventure, surf food, and more on episode 353 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hello everybody! It's me, Tracy, hosting for tonight's festivities, or today's festivities, whenever you're listening. So, who have I got with me today? Well, I've just got one person. It is the international playboy known as Lee Malaby.
Hello, everyone.
Hello! Yeah,
Hello.
right.
Am I all right? You've been with me all weekend, so you know I'm all right. A little grumpy. I'm a bit stressed at the moment. This hasn't quite gone the way it's gone. You're not just joined by me anyway. But anyway, carry on. Because people want to know why there's only just me and you here.
Because we killed the other two.
We didn't.
We'd had enough of the...
Oi. That's not true.
It's not
Darren
true
and Chris,
at
if
all.
you're listening, it's not true. Chris is currently Les Bon Templare or whatever it is down in New Orleans. Oh, Mardi Gras was ages ago. Or was it actually Mardi Gras this weekend? I don't know. He was down there. And Darren's enjoying Memorial Day at
Yes.
Busch Gardens of all places when he should be recording Universal podcasts.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
And for those that are listening, we are live in the Producers Club right now.
Live. Yes, we're not dead in the Producers Club. Yeah, we've got a bit of a mixed bag of a show. So...
Well, there is something that's kind of come out in the last couple of days, but I am going to leave it out for Darren and Chris coming back, and that was HH Nightmares Halloween Horror Night Speculation Map version 3.0, which does now include scare zones. But I thought we'd get the guys back on to discuss that, so we will leave that out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the right thing to do. So let's kick this off with my favourite, the Producers Club birthdays. Now we have 4 birthdays for these lovely, lovely, lovely producers. And we are going to start with Jessica Bowman, whose birthday is May the 29th. And it is the big 3-0 for Jessica.
The big 3-0. I wish.
I know.
Happy birthday, Jessica.
Happy birthday. I'd kill to be 30 again.
I forgot what it's like. It was a long time ago.
And then June the 2nd, we have the lovely Christina Freundel. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And following that, on the 6th of June is Lee Stone's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And finally, the following day, June the 7th, it is Andrew Moldavani.
Yes.
So happy birthday. And I'm
Happy
sorry
birthday.
I buggered up your name there.
We have had Andrew on the show before. You won't remember. It was a Producers Club roundtable.
I know. Thing is, normally when I've had a chance to read these things, I kind of like say the name over and over and over in my head, but I'm kind of on the fly tonight.
Yeah.
So sorry, but happy birthday, everyone.
Yes, happy birthday.
Hope you have great celebrations.
Chris and Darren wish happy birthday as well.
They do. From their jaunts.
We assume.
Yeah. Let's talk about the newest attraction.
I feel like
the longest name in the world.
This is all we talk about on the show. This is all we've talked about on the show for what feels like this entire year.
So what?
Go on, what's it called?
Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure.
There's our 2 cents Universal. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So let's talk about details, shall we?
Yes, we've got actually a lot more details.
We do indeed. Now, as we've already said, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure opens on June 13th, and Universal are claiming it will have immersive environments, unparalleled thrills, and beloved Harry Potter characters, which will come to life.
And nauseating turns, if you believe certain things that Alicia has been posting on Facebook.
So, yeah. So from rich sets and an actual forest with 12... No, not 12,000. That's a lot more.
You could have said 1,200.
I was going to say 12,000. 1,200 trees. To groundbreaking coaster technology and a captivating storyline, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure.
Ding. I need a ding.
Here, with whatever that long word is, it's all hyphenated. Henceforth, that'll do. Henceforth known as Hagrid's, will be the most highly themed immersive coaster experience yet, becoming the world's first story coaster. Is it?
Anyway, we'll get there.
Now, here's what Universal Orlando told us last week about the newest Wizarding World attraction. So, get ready to soar into one of the most mysterious places in the Wizarding World, the Forbidden Forest. Ooh. Aboard magical motorbikes, guests will actually feel the freedom of flight as they journey to the edge of the forest, regardless what.
Actually feel the freedom of flight? Well, you're not actually flying, so you won't actually... Anyway.
I didn't write this. Just reading the words. Regardless of if they're on the motorcycle or in the adjacent sidecar, they'll ascend above the trees, rapidly accelerate through mysterious ruins, speed forward and backward, and so much more as they search even for the Wizarding World's rarest magical creatures. The story coaster will feature innovative technology that is integrated so seamlessly into the surrounding environment, guests won't know what to expect next. Okay, that's quite cool. Along the way, they'll experience thrills they've never felt on a coaster before, including vomiting.
I've experienced that, and nausea. I've experienced everything. Every experience on a coaster I've experienced it, trust me.
So yes, the most launches of any roller coaster in the world, with 7 total launches.
Right. So I was listening to Coaster Radio the other day and they were talking about this. And it kind of goes back to what we were talking about with the Hulk last week, with that launch not being an actual launch. To me, a launch is stock still, launch off. The Hulk technically isn't a launch then at that point. I assume it's the same now, not having ridden it for a while. So they were discussing how many of these 7 launches will be actual from stood still launches, or whether they'll be like, I think Cheetah Hunts are the same, and the way you're kind of going along and then it's an acceleration.
It's like a boost.
It's an acceleration, not a launch. So they were wondering how many of those launches will be actual launches.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's still cool.
It is. There will be unexpectedly dropping of nearly 17 whole feet on the first coaster in the US to feature a free-fall vertical drop.
Now, again, this seems to have garnered a lot of heat on the Tinterwebs of being the only vertical drop, and apparently Verbolten, I think, is at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Please don't crucify me because I can't remember. But it's semantics, because apparently the difference is that they've said it's a free fall vertical drop, whereas Verbolten is like an elevated drop.
It's that height that gets me though.
Yeah, but I'd be interested to look and find out what 13's drop is, because that's quite a hefty drop.
It's a story. I know that much. Can you imagine you're at the top of 17 feet, cling onto the person next to you, shouting, "Save me!"
Yeah, but
I just think it's funny. So it's just the way they've built up 17 feet. I think it's hilarious. You will be catapulted 65 feet into the air. I hope that is still in your ride vehicle at a more than 70-degree angle, and then you'll immediately drop backwards in one movement. That's quite impressive, actually.
That's going to be when you get shot at by a blast-ended Scroot, probably, isn't it?
Yeah, that's going to be a moment. That is.
It'll be awesome. That'll be what Alicia was saying was originally supposed to be the enclosed section, and they never bothered in the end.
I think that's going to be the like exciting, scary bit.
Yeah,
the excitingest, scariest bit of the ride. The oh man, holy kind of bit.
Will you stop swearing?
It's not swearing. It's allowed. Anyway,
it is swearing.
Shut up. God, you're so grumpy today. So, Hagrid's will also be the longest roller coaster in Florida, measuring nearly a mile in length, which is 5,053 feet. That's long.
Very.
How does that compare to the Ultimate?
I don't know. For anyone who doesn't know what the Ultimate is, it is the longest one. Is it still the longest one? I think it's still
Europe's longest.
At Lightwater Valley over here in the UK.
It's fairly local to us. But we don't go there.
45 because it's crap.
It's got the Ultimate. It's quite old that now.
I don't know what that is in feet.
What?
The Ultimate's 7,442 feet. So it's still not far off.
No. Okay. So continuing what they sent out on their blog, your adventure begins when you enter the ruins. Before taking off on an exciting journey through the Forbidden Forest, guests will enter ruins which appear to have been abandoned for centuries behind Hagrid's hut. The ruins were imagined and brought to life by Universal's award-winning creative team in collaboration with the Harry Potter films production designer Stuart Craig and art director Alan Gilmore. Now, Hagrid uses the ruins for groundskeeping at Hogwarts, and this is where guests' Care of Magical Creatures class will begin.
Okay, now we assumed it was going to be in the Hagrid's hut thing at the side. So as they make their way to the enchanted motorbikes, guests / students will see materials from the class, including dragon eggs on the verge of hatching. Awesome.
And a makeshift nursery where Hagrid kept his blast-ended scroots. The creatures that are being brought to life for the first time ever in this epic new adventure. Can I just say, I called that a long time ago.
I think most people did, to be honest.
So, yeah. Guests will encounter beloved characters from the Harry Potter films, including Arthur Weasley.
Awesome.
I know. Quite excited about that. Hagrid and his loyal dog, Fang.
Awesome.
That's through a pre-show experience brought to life with digital projection and special effects. During this interaction, guests learn about their impending trip to the Forbidden Forest as part of their lesson for the day.
If you want to see these pictures, I think I posted them on Facebook and on our Instagram as well, of like some of the details of the queue and stuff as well. And it looks awesome. It looks awesome. I cannot wait.
No, it's the amount of work that's gone into it. It's just. It's got to be amazing.
I'm sure we'll discuss it at another point. A lot of the complaints for Dragon Challenge was that it didn't really fit into Hogsmeade, and I understand why they left it there, but this really is going to take that theming of Hogsmeade to...
It's tailor-made, isn't it? So
to the Diagon Alley level. That was the thing. Diagon Alley was that next step of we know what we can do now, and we can do a full area. Now they're going into Hogsmeade and bringing that up to the level of Diagon Alley, and it looks stunning.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that it's gonna live up to these epic expectations that everybody's got from what's being released already.
I don't think it has any chance that it's not going to live up to those expectations of everything we've seen so far. The POVs they've posted, that it looks awesome.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for it.
4 months.
4 months.
4 months.
4 whole months.
If you want to ride it with us, get your weekender tickets because we are doing it on the Saturday morning. Might take us 3 hours to get through it, but we're going to try.
Is that after breakfast with the vomit track?
I can't remember now, actually. I can't remember whether we had breakfast first.
Is that donuts?
No, it's 3 broomsticks. Anyway.
Cool. Robin and Michelle from Mouse Muggle will be there on opening day. So we hope we can bring you their thoughts as soon as we can. Now, if anybody does get to ride it during technical rehearsals, please record as an MP3 and send it to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com, and we will share that very excitedly on the show.
Yes, Kenneth, I am expecting one from you. Everyone's come to expect Kenneth's soft opening ride reviews at this point, so we shall see. Because apparently, I'm hearing that team members aren't getting priority soft openings. Normally, they get team member previews, and apparently, they're not this year. Or not this year, but on this coaster, which is
interesting. So you've got another magical creature reveal as well, haven't you, Lee?
Well, yeah. On top of all those details, Universal they snuck this one in. Actually, it was the Universal Orlando page shared it to the Universal Orlando annual pass page, and that's the only place I could see it. But they've snuck this one under the radar a little bit of another creature that we will get to meet in Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. And as I said, they posted it in the annual pass holder group, and that was a picture of a salamander. Have you seen the salamander?
I have seen the salamander. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen, and I want one.
Ian Kaufman, we know you want one too.
I've got a spare Viv. I want one. That is amazing.
So we don't know where we'll see this creature in the attraction, if at all. But I'm assuming we will. Because it just seems weird that they've released this one on its own. But they did say about the salamander that these small fire-dwelling lizards were never realised in the Harry Potter films, but you may come across them in Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. And a little fun fact, they are known to live as long as the fires they were birthed from, although if fed pepper, they can survive outside their flames for up to 6 hours.
Awesome.
So that's another cool creature. It is, I'm hoping there's more and more. For all they've given us, like the centaur and the salamander and the blast-ended scroot and the devil snare, that there are going to be other ones in there that we haven't been told about. Mm-hmm. We know there's a unicorn in there from some of the aerial photos we've seen that they haven't told us about, and I'm hoping there's more.
That would be fun. I'm just thinking of creatures now. It's all running through my head. So I think we've kind of done wizardy stuff, haven't we?
Until 2 weeks' time, when I'm sure we'll be talking about soft open. Where are we? We are, as time of recording, about 3 weeks away from it opening, so we've got to be getting close to technical rehearsals at this point. So I think we're going to get to a point by the time we record next where we're going to be hearing reactions from it.
Mm. Yes.
Oh,
yes, we are.
Darren's listening.
Oh.
Darren, you've missed where we were slagging you off, so it's fine.
That's all right. You go back to having your fun.
What's he doing? He's at Busch Gardens. Why is he listening?
Because he's an idiot.
That is an interesting question, Chris, actually. Chris Rooks just posted what callbacks to Dueling Dragons will there be, and I'm going to reach out to Universal and see if they're doing interviews with any of the creative team, and I would like to see some sort of reference to Dueling Dragons in there. That would be pretty awesome, actually.
Yes, it would.
Because they've done it with every other attraction that's closed since Jaws, so I expect there to be something in there. Something would be nice to see something that was in the original queue snuck in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But what? I don't know.
But what? I don't know. Okay. Right. Let's move on and have a what voodoo do you do?
I think it's witch.
I say what?
Well, Chris said it's witch.
Well, he's not here, so...
Hey guys, this is Matt Tucker, and I just went to Voodoo Donuts in Orlando. I've been plenty of times in Hollywood, so I've gotten to try all of them, but I finally got here in Orlando to try out the Orange Cream and the Halloween Horror Nights donut. And I have to say, even trying all of them in Hollywood and most of them that they have here, I definitely think that the Universal Cream is absolutely my favorite. It was just tasted awesome. I love the cream inside. It was very unique and it was very fresh. It was like a cakey donut. So yeah, I thought it was awesome. And that's my review. From Universal City Walk, this is Matt Tucker signing off.
Orange Creamsicle. Let's get it.
Orange Creamsicle is currently our winner.
Let's get it.
I still got a lot to share. God knows when he recorded that, going by off the last time. Oh, he said the Halloween Horror Nights one, so it's like a year old again.
Yes, please send in your what voodoo do you do? And maybe yours will get listened to just one day.
Well, Kenny, if you're listening, I know yours is still sat there and you recorded it at Horror Nights last year as well. So,
see, the Creamsicle's one that's on my list, as is another. And I've gone blank.
I hope the Horror Nights one's there this year again.
And I've gone blank. I know the donut.
The grape.
But I don't know the name of the donut.
Captain my Captain. M&M. 8 Mile.
The cream inside.
Narrow it down, it's a donut.
Is it a Bavarian cream?
It won't be called a Bavarian cream.
Well, it's got that stuff in it.
I have no
idea. I can't think what it is. I mean, obviously I've got to have the voodoo as well. The voodoo doll. Who am I kidding? I just want them all. Right, we're going to take a short break and go and listen to the ladies from Mouse and Muggle.
Mouse and Muggle Travel Company, our services are completely free to you. We don't just do Universal. We can do Disney. We can actually do anything. I don't know if anybody knows that. We can do anything. We can book absolutely anything, and it's super easy. We have a website. Just go to mouseandmuggle.com, and we have a link there for a free quote request. You just fill it out. That email comes straight to me, and either Robin or I will handle it, or if we're a little bombarded, then we'll send you off to one of our expert agents. But we'll take good care of you. So reach out to us at any time.
Okay, we are back. Rightly, we're going over to the Surfside Inn Suites to talk food.
Universal seem to be all about the food at the moment, and as we are about a month away from the official opening of Universal, see, everything has to have a massive name now, doesn't it? And this one's worse than Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. It is the Universal's Endless Summer Resort Surfside Inn Suites. And they sent out an email last week where they've released some of the information on the Beach Break Cafe, which is the casual dining food court at the hotel. Now, they said you'll be able to take a break from your adventure in the parks and get a bus back over there and waste half an hour and dig into some surf-inspired dishes featuring Southern California flavours and fresh ingredients. Just like surf culture, Beach Break Cafe dares to be different, offering food and drink from around the world in a carefree, cool and exciting setting from early morning to late at night, all within a family-friendly hotel. Now, the Beach Break Cafe will be open for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and the menu was inspired by food trucks, local joints,
Okay.
and backyard barbecues. Is marijuana illegal in Orlando?
In your backyard, apparently.
Anyway, the Beach Break Cafe's menu will be super affordable. I'm not quite sure what super affordable is. And offers something for everyone from unique cuisine to comfort food. So here's just some of what you'll find on the menu at the Beach Break Cafe. And I will be posting these pictures on our Instagram and Facebook at some point, but I haven't yet. So for breakfast, they will have a bacon, egg and cheese croissant served with breakfast potatoes, which, Jesse, you've got the pictures as well. It looks
amazing.
The cheese looks really thick.
It looks like plastic.
It does look like plastic. It looks like
mattresses.
Bacon
looks amazing, and I can't have
You
bacon.
can. You're going to have to try it.
I can, but I'll have a migraine.
Try it. You never know.
Oh, it's okay.
You were the same with peanuts until you decided I want to have some peanut brittle at bloody Fantasmic, and then you snaffled it all.
Yeah, it's true.
A breakfast pizza. I'm all for breakfast pizza. Sausage gravy. Don't really know what that is. Bacon. Scrambled eggs. Mozzarella. And cheddar cheese.
Excuse me?
Like, breakfast pizza is just something that pizza shops should do over here, and they don't.
Oh, man. Wow. Yes.
Breakfast pizza?
What's not to like?
Exactly.
Breakfast, pizza, yeah.
So for lunch and dinner, they will have an Italian ciabatta, which will have ham, capicola, Genoa salami, provolone, red onion, tomato, shredded romaine, pepperoncini, whatever the hell that is, and red wine vinaigrette. And that looks big. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's massive.
Yeah.
SoCal, the Southern California Cobb salad. Apparently, Southern California is a region known for light, clean, and unique flavors. So it will have chopped lettuce, tomatoes, the millennials' favorite avocado, blue cheese, bacon, hard-boiled egg, and avocado ranch dressing. It looks
nice, actually. It looks like a decent salad.
It looks very separated. A caprese panini with tomato, mozzarella, fresh basil, balsamic glaze. Yeah, I'm doing it for the Americans.
Oh, okay.
Looks like a sandwich. That actually doesn't look particularly impressive.
Yeah, I'd pass on that one.
The pipeline burger. It says this burger is inspired by the classic wave, one of the most famous and most photographed waves.
Do they mean hands?
Is that Japanese thing?
The sea, the wave?
Well, obviously. It is a beef patty topped with caramelized onion, bacon jam, and provolone cheese served with crisp lettuce and vine-ripe tomatoes on a toasted bun. And that looks rather nice, actually.
Yeah. Well, I was listening to you saying that, and I just went, pardon?
And then apparently, at least what they're giving us, the only vegetarian thing on the menu is a tofu power bowl with Baja sauce. If you're more of a carnivore, you can choose chicken or carne asada for this dish as well. Well, that's good. Actually, I like that it's a vegetarian dish, but if you want it with meat, they'll do it for you different ways. So
screw that. The meat eaters have got everything.
Cilantro, lime. Well, they should, to be honest, we've discussed it on the show before. Anything vegetarian should be able to done with meat, and anything meat should be able to be done with vegetarian. I don't really understand why. But anyway, the tofu power bowl with Baja sauce comes with cilantro, lime, rice, quinoa, kale, red cabbage, pickled carrots.
Pass. And
what
pass.
is cilantro?
I'll have the quinoa. Cilantro, coriander.
Oh, I like coriander. It looks quite nice. I'd eat that.
You like coriander?
I don't mind it.
You like coriander? We'll be having words later.
So they said if you're planning to spend a day at the pool soaking up the sun or looking to enjoy some refreshing drinks while you hang loose, throw on your board shorts and head to Sandbar, the laid-back pool bar at Surfside Inn Suites. Here's a taste of some of the drinks we'll be serving poolside.
Ooh.
And they look quite impressive. So the first one is the orange surfboard. Get your kidneys ready and livers, everyone. Orange vodka, coconut rum, triple sec, orange juice, and a splash of cranberry. You won't touch that because it's got coconut in it.
Yeah.
The tidal wave, endless summer rum.
If you just take the word summer out of that, I'd be happy.
Which Chris would be like, okay, they're doing their own rums at this point. That's endless summer rum, peach vodka, gin, peach schnapps, OJ, pineapple juice, and a hangover. Jesus, that's some alcohol in that.
I would go for that one.
Yeah, that sounds like something
I would. Gin in it, but I could do that.
Yeah, but you've got enough flavours around it to offset
exactly.
that. The surf on La Paloma, Surf on La Paloma, which is tequila, blood orange, grapefruit juice, and soda.
Ooh, do like grapefruit.
The Epic Sunset, which is a frozen drink, which is vodka, mango colada, and strawberry island oasis.
Nope, don't do mango.
And then toasted you don't do anything, do you?
I do plenty.
Toasted coconut mango mojito, which is again frozen. It's coconut rum, mango, and mojito island oasis, which you don't do because it's got coconut and mango in it.
And mojito. Don't like mojito either.
I don't think I've ever had mojito. Yes, I have.
Yes,
it was all right.
Exactly.
It's margaritas I want to try, so I don't know. But there you go. And I like again that they're opening these new places and bringing signature food to it again. You know, you look with the opening of the Today Cafe, which looks awesome. I can't wait to get in there. You know, with this as well, they seem to be upping the game food-wise again. After they did once, the Wizarding World opened, and then they went into Springfield, and then they kind of rested on the laurels a little bit and went out into City Walk and brought all the new stuff in there. And some of the theme park restaurants could really do with a food upgrade, but it's good to see that they are giving people, I think more so with Endless Summer, with it being where it is giving people a reason to go and eat in the hotel rather than take a 2-minute stroll down to everything that you've got on offer at International Drive. That's their challenge for me.
Do we know, I'm assuming, being Universal, that like things like the fountain drinks would be the same as like in the parks?
I would assume
what
the Coke freestyle. They're not Coke freestyle.
It's not Pepsi. Is it Coke?
Yeah, because it's Coke freestyle.
And is it Fanta or is it Tango?
I don't know.
I got asked the question earlier, and I totally forgot. And that's just.
Isn't Tango an English thing? I don't think they have
Tango
over there, do they?
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought Tango was only an English thing.
And Sprite, is that in the parks?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember. Yes.
Yeah, so my Halloween Horror Nights incident.
Yeah, it was one of those things that was kind of thinking, like, with it being not exactly on property, maybe there'd be some different licensing or something. I don't know.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Okay. It looks good.
I'm impressed.
You know.
Just hopefully it'll be as good as it looks, because you go back to Darren's experience of Aventura, that they, you know, put a lot of stake, a lot of stock in the food at Bar 17, and Darren was like, it was all right. Yeah. But
I really want that pizza. That breakfast pizza. Wow.
The issue is, how many people are they going to be going over there from the parks? Like, they're making a big deal out of the food and drinks. Now, are people going to go there even if you're not staying there? But I don't think they need to worry about that.
No, there'll be enough people staying there to keep them ticking over.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's move on. After all that food, let's move on to a SPEW.
Ha-ha.
I like that.
I've unplugged my tablet now. Bong.
Bong.
Yeah, bong.
Wow. Amazing. Hey, UUOP cast and crew. I've been listening to you guys almost religiously since last summer, when my then fiancé and I planned a mini Universal vacation before the official start to our honeymoon. It had been a few years since I'd been to Universal, so I wanted to hear all about the ins and outs that I'd missed since becoming a real person. Going to grad school and starting a job out in the real world. You know, boring people stuff.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. Anyway, your podcast was not only informative, but also highly entertaining, and my husband and I had the best start to a honeymoon ever at the Royal Pacific Resort. Good choice.
It is a good choice.
And of course, the Parks and City Walk. To celebrate our 1-year anniversary, we planned a vacation to Disney, my husband's first time. And stopped through Universal and Halloween Horror Nights, again, my husband's first time.
Awesome.
At this time, we decided to save a bit of money and stay at Cabana Bay Beach Resort. What a wonderful decision that was. Upon check-in, we were greeted with a warm congratulations and happy anniversary. It felt just like coming home to family.
Awesome.
But the crew at Cabana Bay didn't stop there. They also upgraded our room to a beautiful tower view of Volcano Bay and the Cabana Bay pool area, as well as treating us to an anniversary dinner on them. It was something so small and probably didn't cost them anything to do, but to us it made all the difference. That is really nice.
But it does, though, doesn't it? It's the things you get. They don't have to be tangible, and it does make a difference to your day and your vacation.
Yeah, it is. It's like wearing birthday buttons.
We don't even. It's just
but you wear the birthday buttons, and someone will just call out "Happy Birthday," and that makes a difference to your day?
We're sad because we always say it, and I know Raymond's commented on it as well when we've been over. It's one of those things when you say thank you to someone and they go, you're welcome. And it's like, it's just that little because it doesn't get said to you over here ever by anybody.
Yeah. If you're wondering, we had an amazing time, and despite the extremely hot temperatures in Orlando last week, Halloween Horror Nights was absolutely incredible. Sorry, when did we get this?
I've no idea, but again, it looks like it was...
They've been married 10 years, haven't they now?
No, I think it's last year.
Halloween Horror Nights was absolutely incredible, and my husband was so impressed he already told me we can come back again next year.
Awesome weekender.
I bet the extra love from Universal helped in that decision. I agree. Thanks again for a truly enjoyable experience every week that brings just a little bit of joy to my slogfest days at the law firm I work for. Hope your trip next year is just as wonderful. Stephanie Miller. P.S. Wow. Fast and the Furious is bad. Really bad.
You see, she knew when she wrote this that it wasn't going to get read out for a year and that we've still got a trip booked next year.
Yeah. I like it.
I will say for everybody listening, I bought Walt Disney World tickets last week. Scary. Yeah. I haven't got them yet. I don't know when we're getting them, but we have Disney tickets.
Oh, you're so lovely. Look at you. You're all chuffed, aren't you? I've got my Disney tickets. Yes.
It's like the longest comment section on any post I've ever put on Facebook. And like, you're joking, right?
He's got his Mickey ears on right now.
No, I haven't. I did get asked at work the other day if I owned them, and I was like, yeah, we've got Mickey ears.
Anyway, back to the SPEW. If you have one you'd like it to be read in about 3 years' time, send in your excellent team member interactions to us. Title them SPEW, which stands for Lee.
The Society for the Promotion of Employee Well-Dones.
And send them to
podcast@uuopodcast.com.
Good boy.
That was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that.
Right. Let's discuss Halloween Horror Nights Depths of Fear.
So, as we discussed, was it 2 weeks ago we did this speculation map with Darren and Chris?
Yeah.
And one of the houses on that speculation map from HH Nightmares was Depths of Fear. Yeah. And as I have written here, continuing on with making a house announcement every 2 weeks, which they have done at this point, Universal Orlando has given us another original house, and it is Depths of Fear. We'll get into the controversy over it in a minute.
Yeah.
But here's what they said in the blog. If you have a fear of water and what lies beneath, your skin will crawl with this new haunted house at Halloween Horror Nights. Depths of Fear mixes all the elements of the unknown with underwater elements, monstrous creatures, and a countdown to a disastrous fate. The workers of a deep-sea mining company have found themselves in a dire situation. They've delved too deep and encountered a parasitic race of creatures that turn out to be deadly, don't they always? Panic ensues as you find yourself encountering infected miners. One of these days, I want to see one of these where they have delved deep and encountered a parasitic race of creatures that were lovely and invited them for tea. The pressure builds as the self-destruct sequence counts down to the inevitable implosion of the facility. As you venture further into the depths, you'll encounter the creatures known only as the Mouth Brooders. Your worst nightmares will come to life as these fiends spew flesh-eating acidic eggs at human hosts, and you witness miners being driven mad by the infection. Apparently that's it.
Oh. That's sudden.
So the controversy over this maze is it seems to be quite a bit of a rip-off of a not scary farmhouse called the Depths, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like this isn't the first time over previous years that Universal... There's memes that have been going around of, can I copy your homework?
Oh.
I have no issue, because I will probably not get to Knott's Very Farm. I don't know what that is. Knott's Very Scary Merry Christmas Party, whatever. We will... I want to go to California at some point.
Yep.
But it's probably going to be a while before we get there, and by that point, this maze will have gone, so it doesn't matter, but...
Yeah. I'm not bothered.
It sounds awesome, if I'm honest.
To be honest, it's win-win all around.
We're going to get to see something we wouldn't get to see anyway.
Exactly.
It does... I think people are worried that Universal are losing their edge a little bit and having to sort of... not steal, but use ideas that are already out there for the mazes. But we've said this is an issue with Warner Brothers doing their own.
The thing is, it's like with writing.
Oh yeah,
there's only so many themes and
yeah.
so many stories you can tell. Occasionally, you're going to have overlaps. Look at what happens with movies. All of a sudden, 3 of the same thing come out.
Yeah.
You know. It's the nature of the beast.
It sounds awesome.
Yes, it does. I'm excited about this one.
It sounds like a mix of The Abyss and Alien. Now, I was having a conversation with Julie Zimmerman, the mother of Halloween Horror Nights of the Day, and we discuss every house announcement so far. Julie's like, what do you think of this one? And I'm like, it looks all right. I'm hoping that I commented 2 weeks ago that Charles Gray said he just started playing BioShock, that they do take a lot of the scenic elements from BioShock. I think they're not allowed to do a BioShock house, and this is their way of kind of playing in that sandpit a little bit, because I'm playing BioShock 2 at the moment, and those games would make for such good mazes at Halloween Horror Nights. But this sounds awesome. I hope we get to see some sort of screen effects so you feel like you're underwater.
Yeah.
I want to feel like I'm underwater with like little leaks and drips, and I want to get dripped on.
Gross. That's just disgusted me. But yes, I know what you mean. You know, the light effects of the walls for like rippling water, and
I don't want to walk through something that kind of feels like I want to feel like I'm underwater. I don't know how they're going to do that. Projections or whatever. We talked about that laser effect with the fog thing, didn't we, a couple of weeks ago?
I think it's interesting.
It's difficult, isn't it, with the originals, because the IP ones, you obviously have a visual representation of what you expect that maze to be, whereas these, you can't. This one, I suppose you could just go and watch the Nuts one, kind of have an idea, but you know what I mean. For the most part, you don't know what you're getting.
No, it's true.
So that's 4 down, 6 to go, and as I said, in 2 weeks' time, we're going to discuss H.H. Nightmares version 3, which has the scare zones on it.
Yeah. It's June next week.
Well, if they do one every
We're getting close.
2 weeks, and then probably they'll do the scare zones all in one dump, I would have thought.
Yeah, probably.
So you've still got 12 weeks worth of announcements. That takes you... You're going to be pushing it, actually.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
2, 4, 6, 8... You're going to be looking, if they do one every 2 weeks like they have, you're going to be well into August before the last house gets revealed. And I mean, in fairness, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. But that does seem to be cutting it quite fine.
But they could release the last house the day before it starts.
It's right. Yeah,
it's only a marketing thing.
It is. I'm fine with that.
When they announce Ghostbusters, they'll probably do that next because they want to get the big one out there. I would imagine
so, yeah. Generate the sales.
Yeah, that's what it comes down. That's why they've put Stranger Things out first, because it was the big draw last year. It'll probably be the big draw again this year. But H.H. Nightmare's proven again they're on the money with what they're doing.
Yep.
It's when you find out that H.H. Nightmares is the entire Halloween Horror Nights creative team.
It probably wouldn't surprise it. Nothing surprises me anymore.
On purpose for a laugh.
Yeah, and just enjoying sitting back with the popcorn. Watching everybody discuss and digest and So
yeah,
but I mean, we're really. I mean, not just because we're coming out this year. We're excited about this year's event. If everything pans out, or even if 90% of what's being promised pans out.
Well, even if we look at what you've got so far, we've got Stranger Things. We're currently watching Stranger Things 2, and it's like, right, I want to see that. I want to see that.
Yeah.
We've got Nightingale's Blood Pit, which again, something we haven't seen there before. That has the potential to be awesome.
Yeah.
Classic Monsters.
Excited for that.
We've got all them set up to watch because I've never seen any of them. And then this again, I think everyone's very, very different from the last. So it seems like a good variation of themes this year.
It sounds like a lot of work's gone into a lot of blood, sweat and tears, and we'll see. When we get there,
look like there's going to be a theme, an overall theme.
I don't think you always need one. Like, you don't always need an icon. you know.
I think people come to expect it though, don't they? That's the thing. Like, I can't tie any of these together with an overall theme.
But that might come as you see other things.
Creatures. Kind of.
Yeah.
Like monsters. You got like the Demodogs and the Mind Flayer, and then the Nightingales and
Ghosts.
Classic monsters, and then these Mouth Brooders.
Yeah. Yeah, could be creatures. We'll see. In how many months?
4 months until we go.
Yeah.
It's about 3.5 till it starts.
Yeah. What that's the same. We see it though.
Oh yeah, 4 nights.
Yeah.
Would kill me.
Right. Anything else?
Are we at the end? Yeah. I put something out in the Producers Club the other day. I'll be honest, when we record this show, most people don't have a clue how to finish a show out. This isn't why I'm doing it, but I was reading a Batman comic a couple of days ago, the Batman New 52, The Court of Owls. And at the beginning, the voiceover, Bruce Wayne's talking about a segment in the Gotham Gazette where they interview Gothamites and people higher up in Gotham City every week, and they ask them the question, Gotham is, and they have to answer that question in 3 words or less. And I thought, what a great way to get our listeners interacting with the show and to give us
an ending,
consistent ending to every show.
Okay.
So what I am saying to everybody listening is send in your Gotham is in 3 words or less, and we'll say this week's Gotham. Not Gotham.
I was just about to say what podcast is this?
Universe. It's not Holy Batcast. But go and listen to that because it's awesome. Yeah. So we want you to send in your Universal is, whatever it is, in 3 words or less, and every show we will read out, who it's come from and what it is. And I just thought it was a great way of getting the listeners involved and giving us a definite ending to the show. So, Tracy, where do you have to send them to?
You have to send them to podcast at UUOpodcast.com.
Yes.
There you go then. That's where you send them.
And just entitle your emails Universal is. I'm looking forward to see how creative people can be. So when you get all the Disney fans posting in Universal is.
Okay, so yes, people, do not forget UUOP The Weekender tickets are still available. Head to uuoptheweekender.eventbrite, that's BRITE.com to get yours. There aren't many left. So
there's 25 left. And there's still a hotel room if anybody's wanting to take advantage of the Mouse and Muggle discount for 3 nights at the Royal Pacific. Please get in touch with Mouse and Muggle. Yeah. I have no idea what the email address is.
No. You can find, where to find them on Facebook and
get in touch with us and I'll send you in the right direction.
Yeah, no, it's worth it because they are coming up with some pretty good deals.
But there is 1 room left at that group rate.
Yeah.
So
just
if you want it, get in quickly.
Yeah. Okie dokie, so I guess that's going to wrap things up. So, yeah. For Lee and myself, and all you lovely producers who've joined us in the live, this has been episode 353 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Cut, print, that's a wrap for another episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Never miss a show by subscribing on Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review while you're there. Not an Apple user? You can listen on Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, or your podcatcher of choice. Email us any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. Keep up with the latest news, rumors, and updates on our blog at uuopodcast.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week.